49ers obviously got the brakes beat off of them against KC, right? And then all of a sudden we win 7 straight games. So I'd love to get your thoughts, man. Who do you think was the catalyst for the 7 game win streak? It could be coach, it could be an entire unit, or it could be a specific player. What are your thoughts?
I'm going completely outside of the box, and I'm gonna pick someone and something that I highly doubt. Maybe a good 1% might think of it, but um, the Kansas City game, it's reminiscent. I don't think we got whooped on like that just because it was Kansas City. It was reminiscent to what the Cardinals did to us last year with Colt McCoy. I think it was just that time of season where they caught us at the right time. And, we were more banged up. We were figuring stuff out. It was CMC's first game. We were trying to integrate him. Hey, I'm going to say the catalyst was the Kansas City Chiefs. It
Mm,
was Mahomes. I'm saying the catalyst is that was like a good wake up call. I think this defense took that to heart, took it to pride. Like, hold on a minute. That was not us. They caught us on bad timing. People can make a big deal out of it. Oh my God, look, they ain't that great of a D, yada yada yada. Cavarius got burnt, blah 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 blah. Hey, no doubt, Pat Mahomes is amazing. Kansas City, they're a great team, great coaching, all of it. But I think that was just a huge wake up call. I can pick the obvious and say CMC, with no doubt, this could go down as potentially one of the greatest trades in San Francisco 49er history. We've won every time he has fully been a full participant since in practice. We're on a 7 game win streak. And this offense the past couple weeks has been CMC, CMC, and more CMC, and I'm not mad at it. Hey, if Jordan Mason gets more carries, let's go. If he doesn't, let's go. I'm kind of at that point in time where it's like, hey, it's all gas, no brakes. Shanahan has developed a lot more trust. The Mikos, just the whole organization, up and down, from the coaches to the players. People are stepping up, like Ridgeway, Givens, a lot of these guys. Menahue, I don't think gets enough credit for what he does. Samson, the whole front, even the back end. You got Hufunga and Gibson, and I could just rattle off every starter on defense and dang their offense. Hey, even Mike McGlinchey has been doing better the past few weeks. You know, what else, man? Banks. Just all of it, man. Everything is clicking, and it's taking everything to click. We needed Garoppolo during that stretch. He played arguably his best football during those 4 games. What up, Brian? Yee. Yeah, man, he arguably played, some of his best ball. Jimmy Garoppolo, man. And so I think, didn't he wind up going, I think, 4 straight games without throwing a pick? Like that was the first time in his career, or
yeah.
it was heading toward 4 games, maybe. So I mean,
Yes.
it's taken the whole 53-man roster, but the obvious is CMC. But I'm gonna give it up to Kansas City for lighting that fire and this defense being like, hold on a minute, no Moss, we are dogs. That was not us. And man, we were in that game. We were in that game. It got blown up toward the end, but yeah, man, I'm gonna give it to KC. Well done, KC, for mollywopping us. It's led to 7 straight victories, and it woke up a giant.
I like your out of the box thinking right there. I didn't know where you were going to go with that answer, but I like that, man. I mean, I could go a lot of ways. I mean, as you mentioned, John Lynch trading for CMC. I mean, obviously, looking back on that trade, it's a lot of draft capital for a running back, but he isn't like just a typical running back. I mean, the guy can do it all on the field. He is, in my opinion, the 49ers' best offensive player. And then when you look at Debo Samuel getting hurt, I mean, obviously CMC's value, skyrockets, right? Can you imagine this offense without Debo, CMC, Elijah Mitchell? Like, I just don't think we would be able to do the same things that we're doing offensively. But I mean, I'm gonna go with CMC. I mean, just everything he does for this offense. We're 7-0 since he's been starting with us, and we're just a much better offense with him in the lineup. It's another target for BP to throw to. We can also hand him the ball 25 plus times. Hopefully, we don't do that in the regular season. Hopefully, we give Jordan Mason some more run. But got to give credit to CMC. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to say the 49ers defense because when Emmanuel Mosley got hurt, I did not think we would still be this good. Demo Lenore has stepped up, obviously getting Armstead back. We know what Bosa can do. Drake Jackson has made some plays. Talk about Drake Greenlaw. I mean, this defense is just, he could be like the most improved player in the NFL, I think, Drake Greenlaw. He should be a Pro Bowler. I know he didn't make the first team, but, this defense has been impeccable, down the stretch. And I think we're peaking at the right time.
Yeah, Drake Greenlaw, he needs to get some more recognition, like you said. I don't know the exact numbers on the Pro Bowl and all that, but I know there's seniority in there when you get when guys have been there and done that and things like that. But yeah, man, he definitely needs to be up there because his play has been proof of that. What up, John? Yee.
Absolutely, yeah. And John says the offense is better with Purdy, but not by much. Our offense for sure is better with CMC 7-0 since his acquisition. Absolutely. And I'm glad that it wasn't just a 1-year rental with CMC. We got him, I think, for the next 3 seasons. So I think that's money well spent. Obviously, the 49ers have made, draft picks in the 3rd round. TDP, I mean, the book is still out on him, but he hasn't really worked out so far. We know Trey Sermon didn't work out. So I definitely understand why people were, not sure about that trade. Like, did we give up too much draft capital? But I mean, look at me now, right? Look at what he's doing for us now. I mean, without him, I don't see us going 7-0 without CMC. Let's be real. But yeah,
I remember a lot of people, there's a lot of people like F them picks. Right. And they were right. Hey, my initial feeling and thoughts about it was, man, are you serious? We actually did it. We pulled it off. Like, let's go. I started, I try not to dive too far into things because that could kind of just ruin the moment. But it was like on the surface, it was like, man, we're good. We're good with how we got them. Like you just alluded to, the years, it's all good. It is all good, man. And we got a lot of. Don't we still have a lot of draft picks in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th?
Yeah.
And
I think we still have at least like 7 picks. They're all like day 2 and day 3 picks, and
that's our bread and butter. That's our bread and butter right there. That's our Hufungas and our Kittles and our Greenlaws, and that's where we hit on. So, hey, let's keep it going. And then we still got a good amount of people that haven't even seen the field yet. Whether it's McCrary Ball, I think Zakale is still gonna wind up being a player. Who knows? Maybe it's gonna be Zakale, and maybe they know about McGlinchey, and maybe they know eventually someone's gonna slide over. And hey, man, it just keeps on coming. It reminds me. I think I've heard you say it quite a few times. An embarrassment of riches.
Absolutely, man. The talent galore. I like what Sandy says here. I like Brock Purdy, but I'm still a Trey Lance fan. You can like both players.
Same.
I mean, when both of those players play well, it's a benefit to the Niners. So that goes for anyone wearing the red and gold. I like what Brian says here. He says, when Tabor Pepper doesn't have a penalty, we're world beaters. I appreciate that, Brian.
Hey, kickers are people too. Kickers are
absolutely people. Absolutely. Brian also says that Ray is getting better. Ray McLeod, like he's not getting the touchdowns yet on special teams, but at least he's making positive plays. Like he'll get 15, 20 yards of pop on a punt return, or he'll get the team to like the 35 to 40-yard line on a kickoff return. Like all that adds up. So yeah, Ray's doing a good job, as well as the special teams coordinator and things like that.